Interesting. Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? Happy Tuesday. I am so sleepy. I'm drinking water right now, and Faith's not up to give me coffee, so yeah, kind of spoiled. I'm going to miss her when she goes back to school, not just because of the coffee, but mostly because of the coffee. Good morning. It's Tuesday. I'm sleepy, but I feel so much better than I did yesterday, so I have really no complaints. I am Today I'm prepping. We're going to be doing in Patreon the first part of the Dunkin' bag, basically the front, just the front. It looks like it's a lot because it's 10 pages of the pattern, and the pattern doesn't have a lot of pages. So we're going to be doing just that part in the afternoon today around noon Eastern Standard Time. And then I am going to start cutting out a bag that I'm going to make tomorrow. I have roughly 24 days before my convention, and there's still about 19 bags I'm trying to make so that I have a huge influx of brand new inventory when I go to this convention. I have a nice fair dent. Kendall was taking pictures of everything. I'm surprised of how much I've got done since July 15th, but we're grinding. It's been 30 days and we've been really trying to get those out. Yeah, so there's that. I'm really excited about the Dunkin' too. And so if you're in Patreon, just we're doing like up to page 9 or 10. So there's not a whole lot of components. We'll brush over the part that is the flap or the magnetic part, whether you want to have there's two different options in the pattern on closures, but if you want to edge coat it, this is the time you'll be able to do it after. So that way it could be cured, finish edge painting before we start the next step next Tuesday. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in, Lysandra, but I think I can do it because there's some bags that I do are a little bit smaller. Like I can do smaller bags like the mini tote from Sonar. That bag comes out together so fast. There is edge painting, but I can like make 3 or 4 of them, edge paint them all at night, and they'll be done. And people love that little bag. And then it's mixing in with testing bags. I finished most of the testing bags, and I went ahead and said yes to one more testing, which I shouldn't have because I'm trying to just focus purely on this convention, but they're upcoming brand new first time pattern, and that's kind of who I like to test for, because if I'm able to help put their name into the sewing world where people are like, oh, I like her bag, let me get this pattern, and it helps support them, I'm all about that. That's like just like kind of like when I'm all about like my class in for So Magical is kind of beginner geared, even though it's for everyone. It just I hear so often that people saying that they don't have they can't get the corners poked out right, or they can't align a box corner. So I wanted to give tips and tricks and help. And you know who's helping me right now? But Sandra is always helping me, but Leslie is too, because Leslie's the only other person that has seen my actual pattern pieces, because I'm asking to get some templates made from it. And it's like trying to explain, like, oh, I have this pattern piece because I'd rather you cut this out after you have all your pieces versus than during, because you can mess up your box corner so easily. By my stand, I always have a 1.5, a 2, and a 2.5-inch square, so that way if it is a box corner, I could trace it out and cut it out where it's not at a slant, it's not, so everything meets up nice and pretty at the end. So that's something that's a part of the pattern too. Good morning. Yes, it's today. So it's this Tuesday, next Tuesday, and the following, and it's all at noon Pacific Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time. I'm just trying to figure out what machine I'm going to be on, because normally I'm on my 1541S, because all the cameras are angled down this way, because there's a wall behind me versus not having a wall close to me on the other two. And this machine is acting up because of my daughter. My daughter decided to sit in this chair, spin around, act the donkey, and she kicked the off-on button off of my motor, and it now makes sounds like it has trouble going over stuff, because I don't think the motor is at 100%. So I might have to replace the motor, because the machine is a machine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's always the motor when it's an industrial, because this machine, it makes it like adjusts itself if the timing's off, because it has a safety clutch in it. So yes, I'm dealing with that. So when I get off here, I'm going to have to try to set up cameras onto either 2 different other locations to see which one I can put together the bag good enough for. Okay, yeah, because he always like says the name, and he always waits for Catherine, because Catherine always sends him like a special Brooklyn brittle. Um, and the reason why he's a part of this box is because from the first time I got the box, he was behind the camera. If you look at the very first Sew Your Bag box opening, he's behind the camera. He's not with me. He's just like the commentary, like he's the hype man, like, ooh, oh, that's so cool. So I decided just to take him from behind the camera and put him in front of it, because anytime he's filming me, you know he is. My facial expression, I don't know. We just our opposite personalities like merge really well together. Have a good day, Kelly. Yeah, Kendall's just, he's an interesting person. It looked like alien. It was either aliens or a tree. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Good morning, Shannon. Did you guys see Shannon's bag? She has this brown bag that Backstitch has currently. And the bag is a baddie. It looks like an ice cream sandwich. It is super cute. If you're not aware, you can go to her Facebook group. It's Not a Threadco. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are in there because you guys love her patterns like I do. Yeah, but that box opening was funny. But it did that. I'm sorry. That print looks like either an alien or it is a plant that we're looking at from the dirt, and it's the roots and stuff. But that's the way I looked at it. Okay, you'll be promoting it today. Good. Yes, because that actually made me want to get that print like bad. I was like, that is so gorgeous. Yeah, Backstitch has a new printout. It's Love is Love, and it's like ice cream theme. Oh my god, it is so cute. Oh, okay, so you get 1 wax yard of canvas, but like I said in the video, if you promote, what happens is at the end of each cycle, or within 2 months, Catherine has a kind of like a spin the wheel to the people that promote either on Facebook or Instagram, and whoever it lands on, they get a free yard of fabric. And that was my free yard of fabric. I told her to surprise me because like it's hard to choose the fabric colors that she wants me to pick because I can't. That's like picking your favorite star in the sky. You can't. So so I got that one. So I'm really excited about that because I actually think I have enough to make like a camp shirt. Maybe I haven't decided. I also have like that fabric will look really nice with Lynn's Made has a new bag pattern coming out that has like the chest connectors, and it's a roll top bag with like mesh pockets. I keep thinking that will look really cool if I got like sports green mesh, and if I can get all like the plastic hardware for the backpack in green or black, because black's in there too, black, and then have green webbing. That bag will look fire. Yeah, that I'm telling you, my favorite part is when you first showed the sling. I know the first thing I noticed was the dart. That was the very first thing I noticed because I love the fact that they gave it three-dimensional. And I think people are really going to enjoy that because that's something that's different, that's not on slings currently. There's front pockets, but nothing where it can give it that dart gives more room and even more function, and like putting your hand in your hand's not just like this. There's like a little bit of room, a little bit of wiggle room, and I kind of like that. I dig that. Yeah. Yeah, the brown is gorgeous, right? The brown is absolutely stunning. I was like, oh my God, why didn't I not see that one? That it's gorgeous. And then because of the shape of it, it kind of looks like the ice cream bars, like the ones that have the cookie on the top and then the cream in the middle. It looks exactly like the ice cream bars with the dots. Oh my God. That all it did was make me go like, I want an ice cream sandwich so bad. I want one so bad. And like the last time I had one, I was disappointed because my kids were like, "Yeah, mom, we got ice cream sandwiches from Safeway, right?" They give us the package, and the package is small, and I'm like, I could have sworn as a kid I had to use both hands to hold this. Like, not one. Yes, the dart on the bag makes the bag because again, it's creating shapes. I love the when people put darts at the edge at the ends of the bag for like a box bag or whatnot. It creates wonderful, beautiful shapes. And it gives more room, more depth, and just it's just more physically appealing. Like to me, it looks like art. Yeah, ice cream sandwiches. Miss those because the last one I had, I was like, I'm never having an ice cream sandwich again. I'm 5 seconds away from trying to find some ice cream sandwiches. Yeah, it does, right? 100%. It's a pretty round. It looks like they have a really good round of just like a lot of different themes. I love all the rainbow three themes. So when they come up with the palettes of what they're trying to sell to us, they're very cohesive. But then Backstitch has this thing where they'll throw in one print or one colorway that kind of does go with everything, but can stand alone. The chocolate print's that one for me right now. I'm like, holy, that is gorgeous. That's a beautiful print. I mean, I'm just saying, I think it's so cool that they're able to design stuff like that. Oh, good morning, Denise. I am, yeah, dude. I'm just saying, it's a baddie. You know it is. If that bag was talking, it would have been like doing I can't ever do the Cardi B the thing. Like my daughter can do it. I try to, and then they all make fun of me. So I'm not going to do it on here because then that will be embedded in your mind every time you see Cardi B, like Shnova's flounder on it. But yeah, that's a baddie. Oh my God, yeah. I mean, you know what's really funny is like if Kendall was here, we'd be like, Shinova doesn't like ice cream. He's right. But there are times that I do. First, I love those little mochi things, the things that like the dough and there's like ice cream inside of it. I don't know why I love those things. I think it's because deep down inside, I'm that person when I'm baking cookies, I like the taste of dough. So I know I'm not alone because there's ice creams will be like cookies and cream and dough or whatever because it's a tempting thing to have. Um, I do like is it the Magnums? The ones that are like the dark chocolate with the caramel and then vanilla ice cream. I will mess those things up. I would mess, especially during the summer. And of course, my favorite ice cream is Moose Tracks. Then I never get it anymore because every time I get it, everybody else eats it. And it's just like, oh, we didn't know we were going to like it. You did. You did. This is like the one thing that is mine. I try to get things I think they wouldn't like, and then they wind up liking, like seaweed chips. I was like, yeah, no one else is gonna eat these. These are no one knows. These are my this is my stuff, right? All of a sudden the bag is gone. I mean, the crumbs were gone, and they're like, we didn't know they were that good, and this was my sewing snack. What do you? Okay. They keep eating my sewing snacks, and I keep trying to think outside of the box. Like I had edamame. I like threw it in the oven, put some salt, pepper, boom. Went to the bathroom, boom. There was 4 left, and they were like, "These are good," and they're just popping the seeds out. I'm like, I don't know what to. So someone needs to invent like a covert tool that we use in our sewing room that I could hide candy, because apparently I can't hide nothing. Like everything that I thought they didn't like, they wind up liking, and they find it. And they find it. And it's supposed to be like my sewing snacks, because that's what they're for. But no, 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 no. No. I didn't know. Oh my god, salmon cakes. Oh, you guys are trying to kill me. That sounds so good. Yeah, the brown is absolutely incredible. It's a weird thing with the ice cream sandwiches. Like I'm not a big ice cream fan, but give me an ice cream sandwich, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the best thing ever. I don't know why. Yeah, I can see why that's your favorite. Like there's always one bag that you make when you're striking or when you test. If you're the people that test, like Amy, Amy from Bedhawk, she always tests more than 1 or 2 bags, and she always comes like if I was to put Amy as a video game, it would be Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That at the end, the very last person you're going to fight is Mike Tyson at that game, and unless you have the cheat codes, Mike Tyson is going to annihilate you the moment you step in that ring. Amy is that equivalent to that. Like when we test, it is hilarious. She'll come out with 2 bags and she'll have all her notes. She's like the perfect person for a tester because she has all her notes. She says, this makes sense, this doesn't make sense. Oh, I don't understand this part. This might need a better picture because I thought it was the other one. She's great at that. She comes out with 2 bags that you're like, damn, those look good. Go ahead, Amy, right? The day that the launch happens, she'll like want to knock out you, right? With 2 other bags. And you're like, what the like, she did the Star Wars one with Ororosa Sling, and they came out of nowhere. We were all like, damn. Like it was that's what I expect from her. So whenever I'm in a testing group with her, I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna even react to Amy because Amy is like a poker player. She does not come out. She watches everybody and then she'll be like royal flush. And you're just like, what? So that's what Shannon's bag looks like to me. Like she has like these 2 outstanding bags, and then all of a sudden the chocolate one comes down. She's like, I don't know. What do you say when you play Jen and you win? That's what you're saying though. If you like, I don't know. I'll just be maybe Jen and then you say MFer afterwards. I don't know. And then, or Dominoes. You get what I'm saying? That chocolate one is hot. That's the one that it's going to draw people's attention because it's all one color. It's going to draw people's attention because it's brown. I think brown is a great color to have in bags because it generally just draws more people's attention. Yeah, Magnum ice creams, cookie dough ice cream. I know. I know. I don't like sharing food too. That's the thing. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Like I feel like I need a safe that's a fridge in here, like a small mini, like his everything, things that I think, and I usually get things I think that nobody else would want, and I'm wrong. I'm always wrong. But heaven forbid if you go in their room and like hope like it's Jolly Ranchers. So when I'm in her room, I'll grab one of her Jolly Ranchers from her humongous Jolly Rancher bag, and she's like, "I don't have enough," and like there's like 500 in there, and you're like, you literally take gum out of my purse and mints, like when we're not even driving and going anywhere. So yeah, so many snacks. Oh no, and then Loki's also bad. So Loki is fast. As big as that dude is, he is extremely fast. So the other day, Kendall got me a coffee, and then he got me a donut. I was really, really happy with the donut. I was like, yeah, donut, donut, donut. Right? And I was like, I just need to finish this strap because I'm not a person that eats a donut with a paper towel. For all those who do, kudos, because I can't do it. My hands get sticky from the donut. So I'm going to finish this strap, eat the donut, and then go wash my hands, right? I'm right here, and the donut's like sitting right, like not even a foot below me on the table. He grabbed that so fast and swallowed it. I was like, the kids ain't loyal, the dog ain't loyal. This is not fair. So many snacks are a necessity. Oh yeah. Yeah, I seen the video from yesterday. It was so sweet. Like Sandra's doing like a little mini series where she's doing back to school stuff. So yesterday she did Sewn Ideas pouch that's for free, and I think she's doing another round circular pouch today or tomorrow. I'm not too sure, but you definitely stay tuned because she has really cute ideas on how you could present them for school and or teacher gifts. I know, lemon line everything. Thank you, Jenny. Yeah, Jen. Okay. So I was right. I was just trying to think, what do you say? Like, like when I play dominoes with my friends, we get really aggressive. And when we like slap the bones down at the table, we say stuff. Or even when I play Dungeons and Dragons, you do not want to play with me. I like literally get in full character mode and you'd be like, what is wrong with Shinova? So, I'm not allowed to play Monopoly with my parents. Yeah. Drop the mic. Yeah. I'll be like, oh, I hate that sound. Let me pick this up real quick. When they drop it and it does that little like echoing sound, I have this thing with sounds. It's pistachios, cherries, and chocolates. Okay, so here's the thing. I don't like nuts in my food. I know this sounds weird. I will eat like you if you go to some magical and you're like, Shinova, what's inside your bag? I will have nuts. I'll have peanuts, pistachios, cashews, you name it, inside my bag separately, and I eat them as a healthy snack, or I just like the way nuts taste. But I cannot eat them in a candy or ice cream. Like the two textures to me, just like it's like touching wet aluminum foil and rubbing it on your face. Ugh. It's like not a good thing. It's a rainy day. I'm pretty sure it's gonna rain here. My face feels like it is. I like Italian ice. Oh my god. Are like we don't have enough over here where they have those snow cone things. Oh my god. I don't know why I like them. It's just frozen liquid, but it's just so good on a hot summer day. Yeah, no, no, no. Somebody tried to make this like chicken pistachio like deep fried. I was like, I can't eat this. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I can't have nuts actually in my food. It's a texture thing. I don't know. I also like one of the when I'm cooking, if I touch aluminum foil, my hands have to be dry. They can't be wet. It's a weird feeling, and it will, like, literally send shivers down my spine and make my neck go into that turtle thing where you're like, "Okay." Snowballs are amazing. Yeah. All right, Annette, I'm right here. I'm right here. I get you. I would probably be like, I'm gonna eat your granola. Come on, this see, I love the smell of granola bars. Because my mom's mom, she was a teacher, but her second job, she worked for Mills. And Mills is like the General Mills cereal and granola bars. It was in San Pedro and it was in a whole entire factory. Like I said, I have a pretty interesting kid life because in the 80s, the reason why I think I like Stranger Things so much is like everyone's like, the kids are always gone, the parents don't care. I'm like, well, literally, that is, I'm not the same age as Elle and them. I when they're like doing it, I'm a baby Nova, but I do remember doing things at 2, 3, 4, and 5 that you wouldn't do with a 2-year-old. I was able to run around a factory that was literally having forklifts and heavy machines everywhere. Was able to go down to the mortuary where my dad is sitting there bombing people. Like it was just a different time. But yes, I used to watch them put together the General Mills um granola bars all the time, and I love the smell. Like you have no idea that like the smell triggers like memories of my grandma and everything. It's really cool, but I don't eat them because they have nuts in them. But I like the smell of them. It's just smell like, I am a person that like the smell of gas because it reminds me of my dad. My dad worked at Texaco Oil Refinery, so he would come home smelling like oil and gas, and the smell, like, when other people are like, "Oh god, it's a gas station," it literally makes me smile because it reminds me of my dad. So, it's just like, and also I can't I paint my nails a lot, but nail polish was not allowed in the house because of what my dad did to become an engineer. He worked at the morgue. And a lot of some of the stuff that's an embalming fluid is the same thing that is in the nail polish, and he hated the smell, so he doesn't do it. So every time I paint my nails, I do get like some kind of like mistruth, like wicked grin, but also creeped out by it at the same time. But yeah, the days in the life of Shinova. No, no nuts and breads and salads, no. You love nuts and anything. Lemon sherbet, lemon. I like lemon sherbet. I can't. I'm not going to say it. It's just not going to work today. My words. I like lemon in anything. Kendall does not like lemon in anything. He also doesn't. He's allergic to cherries, but he doesn't like the taste. Sometimes I think he says he's allergic to something when he just doesn't like the taste of it. That's because I see him allergic to walnut, and his lips and his eyes and his everything swells up, and he still tries to eat them. So we apparently have no self-control when we're allergic to something and we like it. Yeah, you're right. Some people do have some severe, allergies to nuts. Yeah, I don't know, dominoes, yes, it's a very violent game on my mom's side of the family, and then the thing is that I guess I'm, like, usually like that, "Oh, chill," like, "Oh, one with the earth," like, they used to think I was, like, this hippy dippy, but then as soon as I play a game, I become, like, super violent. I'm not allowed to play basketball with my mom, dad, and my brother and sister. There's, like, if everybody's playing basketball, I'm the only one that can't. Um I'm not allowed to play football with some people on the other side of the family. I get weirdly aggressive, like, it's almost like I have to be right and I have to win, and it's not a side that I really like on me, but it is funny looking back. Not funny for the people that experienced it though, so there's that. Yeah. The smell of diesel, yeah, definitely. Every time I go to a gas station, I automatically think of my pops. I know. Did you I went to this we went to, Safeway, it's a grocery store out here, and they had a Starbucks in there, and they already have some of pumpkin spice stuff in packaging, the ground coffee, and I'm like, it's about to be my favorite time of the year. Everything pumpkin. Yeah, I'm Virginia, I'm 100% certain you do not wanna play dominoes with me. You'll be like, "I used to like you." Like, as of right now, I no longer like you. You're kind of bat guano. Um, yeah. No. Yeah, I like to play games. I'm even like that I like to play Sims on I haven't been doing it this past year, but I used to play Sims for at least 1 to 2 hours a day, and it would be with other friends that play it, and we would have, like, different challenges, and they would say I'm, like, ruthless in these challenging games, but yeah, there's a lot of things I'm not allowed to play with. It's easier for me to play by myself, so that way the people around me don't feel like Shinova's crazy. So 'cause that's what it winds up being. Oh, that is sweet. I love the smell of pumpkin bread. I love the smell of pumpkin anything, actually. Hmm. I know. Oh, my neighbor grows it across across Misu. She grows it, and then like look as the vines come in, Loki loves eating the pumpkin plant and the pumpkin itself. And like when they're talking, I think Loki's an emotional support dog for more than my family. So like Loki will go on the fence and his head is over it. So he's like talking to Misu, and Misu's talking to him, and she'll like wash a pumpkin and then she'll carve it up and feed him pieces and just start talking to him in his her language. And he responds and he talks back. Like he's like the funniest dog. I want to put a go camera on him because the things that he does, like it's amazing. Like she talks to this Misu is an older lady. She lives with her daughter and her granddaughter, and she makes the most beautiful garden you've ever seen in your whole entire life. Like I like to get on the deck and get on my tippy toes just to see into her garden because it looks like something like something very whimsical. Like I was like, I want to take pictures of my bags there because it looks like some place that you would only see in a fairy forest. But she and ever since we had Loki, she's always talked to Loki and she always grows pumpkins and squash and her vines come over to our yard like all the time. So like when Loki was first here, he would just like annihilate. Like there's something about pumpkins. Loki just loves them. So now whenever she's out and she's doing gardening, if Loki's outside, they'll just sit there and talk. It is the cutest thing you've ever seen. And he'll just sit there, talk back, wagging his tail, and just they talk. And like one time I was out there and I was reading something, and I guess she didn't see me, and I was like, "You guys are so cute together." She was like, "Oh," she's like, I never got to meet her. I've only seen her from a distance, and I told her my name is Shinova, but everyone calls me Nova. And I found out she's Misu, and that's who Loki talks to on the left side of our house. Now, on the right side of our house is where the collie is, the dog that looks like Lassie. Loki has like something weird about him because he likes to pee directly into the fence between the cracks to get onto their property. And I'm just like, that's really hyper aggressive of you, Loki. I expect better. So, I know. Pumpkin spice everything. Yeah, Loki has really good taste, but he's really funny because like it takes a lot. If he does not like you, immediately I'm like, you're not coming in my house. Like, cause he likes everybody. Like everyone likes him. Like when you walk, I walk him in the afternoons, and somehow I always walk him when this daycare has all their kids out to run and play around. And they as soon as they see him, like these little 3, 2, 4 year olds are like, Loki, and just throw their arms around him. And I just remember being that age. If I would have seen something that was that big, I would have been like, that is a devil. Like, back up. And he's just sitting there standing still, wagging his tail and then wagging his whole body. And he just kisses their little hands and all that stuff. So he's a really good puppy. He's just so big. His biggest downfall is he doesn't know how big he is. Cause like he'll try to sit like the funniest thing is like Kendall Jr. will be sitting down like playing something on his tablet, and then Loki will come and sit directly in his lap. And you have to understand Loki weighs more than any one of my children. Like Loki's like a 150. So like all my kids, like you'll hear like weird sounds like a toy getting squeaked with his life out of it because Loki just sits on them like, I'm a baby puppy. You need to like, protect me. I'm like, so this is what reverse Napoleon syndrome is. I think he thinks he's a chihuahua. Yeah. So I'm gonna probably get off, go make myself some coffee. I'm really bummed about that. Unless I can see Faith up, and then I can get someone else to give me coffee. I'm gonna go get coffee, and then I'm gonna start setting up the table, and I need to cut out a couple more pieces for the Dunkin', as well as interface them real quick so we can get this party started, and cut out what I'm going to be making today. So I hope everyone has a really good day, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, happy sewing, guys. Bye.